Fine. Here, yesterday configuration we did the interface level only. I'll show you some configuration yesterday what we did. So branch host name we configured or something. Show running configuration. Here we can verify entire configuration. So each interface we have configured IP addresses. This is the LAN interface FA0 by 0, and this one is our WAN interface. And another link is we have 13.1.1. It's a redundancy link. We have two links. So first we'll use only one link. We'll advertise this link as in EIGRP protocol. Before that, we'll remove this entire configuration. We'll remove the yesterday configuration. For that, just use it config key mode. No router rip. No router rip. Yesterday we configured router rip. So instead of that, just use no command. Yes. Again, do so. The rip configuration was done. You can check, you can verify the RIP configuration is not there. Only interface level configuration is there, and we'll configure same thing on every interface. If you have any queries, ask me. So running configuration. So here we have a RIP configuration. So we'll remove that config. No router RIP I have removed. And here also, if you want to check the protocols, which protocols we are running. So IP protocol through this command you can verify. Yes, we are using the RIP protocol and we advertise it through network this prefixes we advertise. So I'll removing the protocol. No router switch. And in real time, don't use these commands. No, because it will be removed entire your routing information. So in your real time, in your network, in your organization, don't use these commands. So IP protocols. So gone earlier we got the protocol and now no protocol is working. F. If you try to ping also from source to destination, what is my destination actually? This is my source and destination is here. Ping different location branch to location that is 20.10. No ping, host is unreachable. Yes. Now for will configure for time being, I'll remove this part. F1 by 0. Again we'll attach this part. We'll check. For time being, I'm removing this. So we'll configure of EIGRP protocol now. How we'll configure it? So once in global configuration mode, just use router and after router, just hit command, hit question mark, then you will get EIGRP configuration if you want to change, if you want to configure OSPF, RIP. So through router after then, whichever if you want to configure, just give that protocol name. Then we can configure it. EIGRP. Then we have to give the AS number. In RIP protocol, no need to give, just hit enter, then it will accept. But here we have to give the AS number. That AS number also match. If AS number is not matching, they will not form the neighborship. So here I am giving the 100. AS number is 100. So after then we enter in routing protocol. You can check the command is changed. Config after then /router. So give now network. So network command, we will advertise our LAN prefixes as well as which is the required WAN prefixes. Those only will require will advertise. Apart from that, nothing will advertise. So first we'll advertise our WAN prefix that is 11.1.1.0. As we discussed here, we'll give the wildcard mask. What is wildcard mask? That is the opposite of subnet mask. So 0.0.0.255. So it means these three bits are network bits and this one is the host bit. So just hit enter. Apart from that, one more network will advertise LAN prefix 192.168.10.0 and wildcard mask. So the EIGRP convergence is very fast. The convergence is very fast. So that much only I have configured. The configuration part also very easy compared to OSPF. The topology configuration is very easy. Just that much only. We configure entire thing. And convergence, if you want to check, yes, you can check here. So same I'm using the ISP router now. So router EIGRP and 100. Instead of 100, if you are taking 200, it won't work. Try it in your lab. Try it in your lab. So 100 and one network bit is WAN prefix network and 11 dot 1 dot 1 dot 0 and while comma 0 dot 0 dot 0 dot 255. If it enter within a fraction of second, the neighborship will be formed. That is the reason it is convergence. Network convergence is neighborship convergence is very fast. You want to check? Yes, yes. You can check. Neighbor is formed in between. The new adjacency is formed. Just I have hit enter. Yes, we got a neighborship also. That is what. So neighborship with whom? 100 is number 100. And neighbor IP address is 11 dot 1 dot 1 dot 1. Have you got it? This router having the IP address actually 11 dot 1 dot 1 dot 2 directly connected interface IP address. And this router having the IP address is 11 dot 1 dot 1 dot 1. Through this this IP address, we got a neighborship. The adjacency, new adjacency is formed. Adjacency means the neighborship is established. So now done. Again, we'll configure the another router network command 12.1.1.0 and this is the opposite interface 0.0.0.255. Hit enter just that much only. For we have a two directly connected this interface and this interface. That much only we have to advertise. Apart from that, nothing we have to advertise. No, not required. So this router is sending the hello messages to him. That is what hello messages are sending. This router is not giving the reply because neighbor we haven't configured. Config. So router RIP, not RIP, EIGRP 200 and I'll hit enter and I'll advertise the network 12.1.1.0 and wildcard must be 0.0.0.255. I'll hit enter. So neighborship is not found. Anyone can answer it. What is the reason behind why they not found the neighborship? Why they not found the neighborship? Earlier, the neighborship is formed within a fraction of second. Can verify. Just I have hit enter, they form the neighborship, but now neighborship is not formed. Anyone can troubleshoot it. Any difference is there?
Because of the autonomous system number.
I think while configuration, while removing our RIP protocol, those protocols also got removed yesterday, which we had advertised the routing details.
Okay. Apart from that, only two guys have given the reply. Raj, are you there?
AS numbers
Six.
must match. So they are different, like 100 and 200. So that is one of the issue.
Okay.
Yes, Nabil, I'm here.
Yes. What is the issue? They are not forming the neighborship. This branch to ISP router. They are not forming the neighborship. What is the reason? Here we have the configuration. Simple check. This is the configuration I have done. This is what ISP router. This is what branch one router. Okay. Everyone should have to give the reply. Anything, if it is
Maybe
wrong,
there is a
uh,
maybe there is a problem with the mm, subnetting mask.
subnet mask is different and wildcard mask. Through wildcard mask, we have to advertise the EIGRP. Yes,
Yes. Yeah.
that is the difference. That is, if you are advertising subnet mask also, that is not a issue here.
Okay.
Hmm. Apart from that, right? Anyone? Only if you guys are giving the reply. What about others?
The first one we are just checking only for the internet service provider, and the next one will be like the other router. So that is the reason we are not able to
So they are
form
directly
that.
connected, right? See, Raj, they
Okay.
are directly connected. The connectivity is
Okay.
there in between. Those ports are up
Okay.
also. You can check the
Mm-hmm.
green color, green color. The ports are up.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The ports are up. You can check. The directly connected only. They are. Think about it. Mutesham, Lohit, Yamuna, Bhagat. Yes, tell
Yes, sir,
me.
I'm here.
It should be formed, but maybe of
So here, what is the issue means? Here, the issue is happen here. A's number is mismatched. So that is the reason neighborship is not formed in between. A's number is mismatched. That is the reason neighborship is not forming. So we have to remove the 200 A's number. So with no command we'll use, and again you use do show IP protocol. So it's not working. No protocols happen here. You can check. That is the reason showing. Again I will configure router EIGRP 100. Now again use command do show IP protocol is be configured. Here you can check. Now both are the same as now we'll advertise some prefix which directly connected interface. So network 12.1.1.0, 12.1.1.0, and wildcard mask is 0.0.0.255. Just hit enter. Yes, neighborship form. Earlier no neighborship. You can verify on here. We advertised entire thing even though neighborship is not found. You can check here. Neighborship is not found because of 200. So this is what neighborship is not formed and full adjacent also. Now we'll advertise the LAN prefix network 192.168.20.0 and wildcard mask 0.0.0.255. This is what. So now check now verification of neighborships. Show IP EIGRP neighbor. Through this command, we will get the neighbor table. This is what neighbor table. We have a neighbor that is one neighbor only. If you check it ISP router, the same command, you will get the two neighbors. This one is one neighbor and this is a one neighbor. So you will get two neighbors. Enable show IP EIGRP neighbor table. So this is what it's a troubleshooting command. Here we are getting two neighbors. Here we are getting the two neighbors. This is a whole timer. Hold and timer. As we discussed, 15 is hold and timer. It will be changed again and again. So again, one more thing, we have a routing table. So how we'll check the routing table? Global routing table. So IP route. This is what global routing table. Here you can check D. D it means it is a EIGRP. Through EIGRP we are getting that prefix. Through EIGRP we are getting that prefix. D means through EIGRP we are getting that prefix D. And next hop IP address is here 11.1.1.2. This is the what? This is what the next hop IP address, and this is the AD value. 90 is a internal IGP prefix. Through IGP we are getting. So that is the reason 90. If you are getting the redistributed prefix, instead of 90, you will get it 170. And this one is the A metric calculation. After the formula, after the entire calculation, this is what we have a formula. This is what we have a formula. 10 to the power of 7 least bandwidth by least 10 to the power of 7 by least bandwidth plus total delay in by 100 into 10 into 256. This is the formula. So through we will get this value. So yesterday we have a two configurations. This is a RIP. R means RIP here. So this is what, how many hops away the value, that is a hop away we will get, and here one hop. Yesterday we did likewise. We configured likewise. So this is one stop, this is the second hop. That is the reason metric is hop count. RIP metric is hop count. Here one two hop away. This is the path, this one, and this is a path, this one. Here this is a path. That is one. This is a extra day discussion. Now close it. You can verify in your lab also. So this is the metric value actually. This is a metric value. So sorry, this is the final of our destination IP address. Through next hop IP address we are getting 192.168.20.0 through next hop IP address 12.1.1.2. This is what. So configuration part is very easy. This is the global routing table. If you want to check the particular interface, show IP route EIGRP. So this is the EIGRP routing table. So this only EIGRP prefixes will get. And if you want to check the topology table, show IP EIGRP topology. Sorry, show IP and here EIGRP. Just use topology table. So IP EIGRP topology. This is a topology table. What we are getting. So here we have a 192 dot. Entire all the prefixes will be available in this topology table. Entire prefixes will be available. If you have multiple paths, yes, it will be available. But in global routing table, whichever the best path, those will be available. So IP route, whichever the best path through learning, those paths will only available. If you want to check, so what I will do, I'll use one more path. So yesterday we configured also show IP interface brief. So fast connect 1 by 0. The IP address is 13.1.1.1. So this one, and this one is 13.1.2.2. So if you want to check, show IP interface brief. You can check. So what we'll do, we'll advertise this prefix now. We'll advertise this prefix. Config T and router EIGRP 100 and network 13.1.1.0 and while comma 0.0.255. Hit enter. So again we'll config T router RIP, not RIP, yeah, EIGRP 100 and network here 13.1.1.0 and while comma 0.0.255. Just hit enter. This neighborship form through this is the neighborship. If you want to check this, show IP route EIGRP. So here you can verify earlier the routing table through 11.1.1.1 through this interface we got. Through this interface we got. So now we have a two path, 1 and 2. Two paths we have. So now you can check the global routing table. So for that, show IP route. So in this global routing table, we are getting this prefix through whom? This interface, path 2, because metric is only one hop away. Here the calculation is done. So that is what. But here we cannot, we haven't getting the second path. So in topology table, so IP, EIGRP topology table, you will get the entire topology prefixes. So only successor we are getting. So here we have a two paths for this. So IP, EIGRP interfaces. So here we have a two interfaces. We configured this many interfaces we advertised actually. So EIGRP neighbors, you can check. So these are the neighbors we have, two neighbors, this one and this one, two neighbors we have. This is the directly connected neighbors, and this one is the this one and this one, two neighbors we have. So now try to trace at which path it is using. TR 20.8. So it is using this path 192.168. This is a 10.1 the gateway it reaches, and it reaches the host is here. This is the path, and again this is the path reaches, and finally we got a destination. If this path is goes down, best path, then we have an alternate path. So this path is goes down, config T, interface fast ethernet 1/0 shutdown. So we have an alternate path. You can trace it again, same thing. So now it is using this path. Now it is using this path. This is the path because this path is gone. You can verify through routing table also to show IP route. So you can verify here also. This is the next IP address. This is all about the EIGRP app. This is our task. If you have any doubts, ask.